Hey everybody, it's been a long time since I did a video for this F-15. Went to Kentucky Jets, got some motivation, still waiting on the gear to come back. Did get a email and everything. They're shipped. They should be here hopefully, maybe tomorrow, but sometime this week they'll be here. I had the F-15, F-14 gear converted to electric. It took quite a bit longer than expected to get them, but oh well, no big deals. Today I went ahead and took the turbines back out, took the pans out, a couple of these main gear doors. These back two doors, air cylinders, were kind of sticking a little bit, so I took them out and lubed them up a little bit better. Seemed to help. Plus I'm going to go through and adjust them. That way, they go to their full travels and they're not sitting there, not completely closing. Well, with the door closed on some of them, the shaft was still a little bit further out, so it was constantly pulling. And if you're not careful, it'll start cracking these things. So all you got to do is just screw the ball end out off the shaft just a little bit to get it the right distance. But that's a simple thing. I went ahead and wasn't going to do this because I thought it was just undue weight, but I like having the onboard air gauges. These FEJ fill valves work just fine. But for some reason, when I fill these things up, the air gauge on the air compressor shows, like 100 psi, but this will show like 50 to 70 psi. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's the resistance that this has to open, that it adds that to the pump as I'm filling it. So when the pump's saying 100, this is actually right. Or if these both are wrong for some reason, but I just have a hard time believing that that both of these are bad. So it's probably just these fill valves. Simple install, just a T-fitting for these into the fill line. That's about it. Let's see. I've filled them up, still holding air. This is the brake one. This one I used it a couple times, opening and closing the gear doors, but this one will slowly come down, but it holds air way longer than any flight would be, and I always fill up after each flight. So unless it gets to the point where it won't hold air through a single flight, then I won't fool with it. But if it does that, I'll just troubleshoot it. I did have one leaky air cylinder, which was this one right here, but it was simply just needing to twist the top portion of it just a little bit to get it to completely, I guess it was the top portion of it was screwed on, wasn't screwed on all the way, allowing air to seep out a little bit. So that fixed that one, which was only on the lock side. Air brake works good. These little fittings hold air. No leaks there, so I'm happy with that. Let's see. Probably next thing I gotta do is I still haven't mounted the after rings for the pipe yet, so I'm gonna do that. That'll be the next thing I do, so I can finish up the rear end of the jet and get the exhaust nozzles back on. I'm going to put a couple plates in here as well, right here. Just make like I-beams or like a T on both sides, just to strengthen up that main. And I'll probably and I'm going to do the same thing with the nose gear. Just putting a beam in there, 1/8 inch ply right through here on both sides, just to kind of lock these in. So that'll help strengthen up that, keep from ripping out the gear. I talked to a couple of people that have this one because the gear are so close together. I'm going to go ahead and add a skid plate right here on the wingtip, because if you brake too hard, they've all said that it'll get kind of squirrely on you. Hopefully I can get it done. Like I said, I haven't been very motivated to do anything else. So once I get the gear back, I'm going to go ahead and get everything slung in, get it balanced, get it set up, get all the electronics hooked up and mounted, and then get it test flown, and then I'll worry with putting all the wing ordnance on, the pylons and the wing tanks after I get it flown. F-14, I'm not going to fool with it. I'm deploying in a couple months to Afghanistan for a year, so it's on hold till I get back. I don't know, just lost motivation for it anyway, so I may end up selling it or just putting it on hold until I get back from the sandbox. Who knows? I need to get a few things for it. I want to do a subdued symbol and a couple other things that are just decal wise that I want to do to it if I keep it. But other than that, that's about it. Like I said, next video I'm going to glue these plates in along with the pipe mounts, and I'm going to make a new cross beam. This one it split on me. Both of the carbon pieces come apart on it, just pulled right apart, so I'm going to make one out of some ply, and I'm actually going to have, instead of having it that shape, the top part of it's going to be that shape, but I'm also going to run a beam right across the bottom, because that'll just make it a lot stronger. Anyways, it sits well high enough above the turbines that I can run a beam straight across, and then I'll just cut out the the center area to save weight, and then I'll laminate it with some carbon fiber and some resin. That's it. Videos, I'm just gonna post them on YouTube. I gotta people subscribe to my threads on there, so if you guys want to see videos for these things, I'll just put them on YouTube. I'm not really gonna fool with RC Universe as far as posting on there. I mean, I opened up my account, but I'm just gonna keep my stuff on YouTube. It's easier that way. But you guys take it easy.